John Cena, you can't see him, and neither can I. And that's the issue. John Cena's retirement tour is off to a bad start. At first, when he promised 36 dates, sound great, sound promising. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble, he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber, one last WrestleMania. But the problem is, he's not showing up. He showed up on the first Raw on Netflix, declared for the Rumble, and then wasn't there for the weeks leading up to the Rumble to prove he was a credible choice to win the Rumble. I saw some people still picking him to face Gunther at WrestleMania. Some people were still picking him to face Cody Rhodes, but I didn't buy that. The reason I didn't buy it is because I didn't think they would pull the trigger on somebody like John winning after not showing up for weeks. John Cena is somebody that he's already had a redemption story when he lost to The Rock at WrestleMania 28, to WrestleMania 29 when he finally defeats The Rock and becomes WWE Champion. That's the kind of story that's going to work with somebody like Cena at this point, is the redemption. And that's what we're all looking for. Him to fall up short a couple times. But here's the problem. There's no emotion in him falling short if he's not there to tell the story. When Cena gets eliminated from the Rumble by Jey Uso, he has this surprised look on his face. And you're supposed to feel the heartbreak for Cena. But the reason I don't, and most people don't, is because he wasn't there to talk about how important the 17th title is to him. How important that one last WrestleMania main event is to him. It's something that's speculated by fans online. We can imagine it's important to Cena. Cena has said things over the years to make us believe he really wants that 17th world title. But if he's not on weekly television really hammering it down, that it is truly important to him. Because if it was important to him, he would be there. Right? He would be there building it. He would be there telling the story instead of filming whatever movie he's filming. John Cena was already advertised for the Elimination Chamber before the Royal Rumble, which right there threw out any chance of Cena winning, in my opinion. Cena, there was no believability he was going to win the Rumble when he was already advertised for the Chamber. His face was on the poster. You knew he was going to be in the Elimination Chamber. So when he's in the final two against somebody like Jey, you immediately knew Jey was going to win. And the problem is they had two faces in the final two. They didn't even have a heel capitalize on taking the moment from Cena. They just had another over babyface. They're completely fumbling the ball with Cena's retirement tour. And then now for the Elimination Chamber coming up. He gets a bye. He's already in the Elimination Chamber while everybody else has to qualify. That doesn't even make sense for the John Cena character at all. Somebody that his whole career has been based on earn, not given. So why is he given a spot in the Elimination Chamber? I don't want to hear it's from his past accomplishments because he hasn't won a match since 2018. There's no reason he should just be guaranteed a spot in the Elimination Chamber. Not to mention he's not even going to be on television until the Chamber. He had already said that at the post-show. He's not going to be on Raw the next few weeks. He's not going to be on SmackDown. So why would I believe he's going to win the Elimination Chamber? Why do I believe this is even important to him? As a character, as a person, why would I buy that? I don't have a reason to. This is what I'm saying. They're completely dropping the ball. If we want to feel the heartbreak, we need Cena there. I'm not going to feel anything when Cena loses the Elimination Chamber because there's no way he's winning. There is no way. He's not going to face Gunther. Obviously, Jey has his sights set on Gunther. They're trying to throw a smoke screen. Maybe Jey will challenge Cody. I don't buy that. I think Jey, he's completely going towards Gunther. So the question is, who is Cody Rhodes going to face at WrestleMania? That's what the Chamber should be about. And I don't believe it's going to be Cena because they're going to tell the story. Cena will get his 17th world title run. No doubt about that. And that'll come later in the year. But that's not coming at WrestleMania. He's not even going to have a title shot at WrestleMania. There's no reason he should win this Chamber, even within story. The guy doesn't show up. He hasn't won a match, and then he's going to win a match like the Elimination Chamber, where he's got to outlast 5 people in one of the hardest matches WWE has to offer. There's no way. I know some people probably will pick Cena. Some people still have Cena penciled in to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Great match, passing of the torch. I get it. I want to see it too. But I want to see it with a proper story. I don't want to see it just to say I've seen it. I don't want to see it just to have it on a poster. I want the story to be told of John Cena chasing. And I'm afraid that his chasing isn't going to come until later in the year after he's done with the movies. You know, I mean, we have the 36 dates. He showed up twice so far. Elimination Chamber will be 3. So once March comes, we're still going to have 33 dates left on the year. Cena's 17th world title reign isn't coming until at least SummerSlam. Because, like I said, there's no way he's going to win the Chamber. There's no way. And hopefully they use the Chamber to set up a feud for WrestleMania, because they fumbled the ball with that at the Royal Rumble. As I said, Jay eliminated him. They should have had a heel. They should have had somebody that the direction made sense. Somebody that when Cena was going to face at WrestleMania, you could point back to, well, this guy eliminated him from the Rumble. They'd missed the chance there, but they can do it in the Elimination Chamber. Whether that's Drew McIntyre or that's another heel on the roster, that's okay with me. Drew McIntyre right now, they're kind of pointing him in the direction of Damian Priest. I think Drew was the MVP of 2024. He deserves a big match at WrestleMania. He deserves something bigger than Damian Priest, and I'm not trying to knock Damian Priest. I'm a big fan. But I just think Drew is above that for a match at WrestleMania. Plus, we've already seen Priest and Drew wrestle multiple times. I think Drew's character as this heel would be the perfect person to beat Cena at WrestleMania. I think Cena's going to tell this story of falling short and falling short and falling short. His first win might not come until May, June. I think they're going to continue the story. I think Cena will be in the Money in the Bank. I think that's going to be viewed as one of his last chances to lock up his 17th world title. So I don't expect Cena to win. Even if he wins the Elimination Chamber, which I think would be a massive mistake, I don't see him beating Cody Rhodes. I don't see him beating Gunther. I don't see him walking out of WrestleMania as the world champion. I don't see him walking out as the WWE champion. The ball is fumbled right now. I have no idea where they're going to pick this up, if they're even going to, or if they're just going to fumble it the whole way through. Typically, we don't see massive stars do a full retirement tour. They come back for a few months. They come back for a match. They build towards one thing. WWE's done a great job with that. We're probably going to see that within the next few weeks with Goldberg. When he has his final match, I assume at WrestleMania, they're probably going to build that pretty good. Because they can do that. Can they build a full retirement tour? I don't know. They haven't proven to do that. We've seen AEW did a great job with Sting. Sting announced his retirement months ahead of time. They built it perfectly. I don't know if WWE is capable of it. And this is the perfect chance to prove me wrong, and yet they're not doing it. I don't know if Cena's going to start showing up following the Elimination Chamber. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be there weekly, building towards WrestleMania. I hope so. Because Cena being a part-timer, trying to tell the story of falling short, it's just not going to hit. Out of sight, out of mind. What have you done for me lately? When you don't show up for weeks at a time, I don't buy the heartbreak. I don't feel the heartbreak. I think Cena is smart enough to realize the story being told just isn't going to hit. And he's going to have to step it up. As I said, later in the year, I mean, there's dream matches. I mean, I want to see him against Gunther. I want to see him against Braun Breaker, Cody Rhodes. I want to see Orton one more time. Maybe even Punk. Maybe Roman. I want to see these things. But I want to see them with the proper story, with the proper build. I don't want to just see it just to say I saw it, just for the moment to go viral on social media. What about the fans that watch week after week? Can we have some cater to them? Not just, oh, this is going to do millions of views online. People that don't watch are going to stop and watch this TikTok, stop and watch this video on Twitter. How about we reward the fans that watch weekly? Tell a story. Because right now, they are far from telling a story. They are just doing moment after moment just so it looks good on social media. And it's not going to feel the energy in the building because fans are not going to be invested. You can't just sell it as John Cena's retirement tour and expect everyone to have the same emotion. You need to tell story. That's what pro wrestling has always been built on. That's what pro wrestling will always be built on, is story. Tell the story. John needs to be there telling the story. He's one of the best storytellers of all time. That's one of his best attributes. That's what put him at the level he is at. And they are not taking advantage of Cena's storytelling ability by having him not show up. The Elimination Chamber, Punk's already qualified. We have Finn versus Seth next week on Raw. We have Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. I'm sure it'll be Seth. I'm sure it'll be Logan Paul. We're going to get some of the same interactions we already seen at the Rumble. And even if not, even if Finn wins, we've already seen Finn mix it up with Cena. Even if Rey Mysterio wins, we've already seen Rey mix it up with Cena. They're not even taking full advantage of Cena's retirement. They're not taking advantage of putting Cena in there, mingling with superstars that he doesn't normally mingle with, that he doesn't have a history with. This should be the time to put him in there with guys lower on the card coming up that aren't going to get the opportunity to actually wrestle Cena one-on-one. Cena in the Rumble, Cena in the Elimination Chamber should not be just him mixing it up with guys he's already had feuds with, he's already had matches with. I want to see guys like Braun Breaker in there with Cena. That's what I want to see. Logan Paul, okay, it makes sense. Fans want to see it. But we did see Cena and Logan Paul in the Rumble already. I don't want to see that same kind of thing happen at the Elimination Chamber. I want a different group of people interacting with John Cena. We only have him for 36 total dates. He's only going to wrestle probably, if I had to guess, 15 to 20 matches. Not everybody's going to get a crack at Cena. There's too many deserving guys on the roster. And they're not all going to get a crack. So you have to take advantage of the multi-man matches. You have to take advantage of the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, the Money in the Bank, and let these guys get the rub from Cena that aren't going to get it one-on-one. This Elimination Chamber is going to be good because people don't know who Cody Rhodes is going to face at WrestleMania. We still have those questions. That's what they did so good with the Royal Rumble. People did pick Punk to win, Seth to win, Drew to win, Roman to win. Maybe The Rock comes. Some people were picking Cena. There are a lot of questions heading into the Elimination Chamber that we had heading into the Royal Rumble. I think WWE did a tremendous job having Gunther's challenger win the Royal Rumble. Because the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania has been the most compelling storyline of the last month. And now we have extended that for a whole entire another month. We have a whole entire another month of trying to figure out who Cody Rhodes is going to face at WrestleMania. So I get they want to load the chamber. They want to have big stars. They want to have somebody that you believe can actually win to face Cody Rhodes. And I'm not knocking that. But I want it to be a different group of people, at least to some degree, that I didn't just watch Cena interact with in the Royal Rumble. They are not taking full advantage of this. I think Cena's retirement tour will start to heat up later in the year, come SummerSlam time. But right now, the ball has been dropped. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Am I wrong? Have they been handling this story properly? Are you guys excited to see Cena in the Elimination Chamber? Do you care that they're not telling a story? Do you mind that Cena's just showing up when he can? Or do you wish he was telling the story week after week like we know he's capable of?